let's start from the client's role itself. So the client would come with their project. They will hand over to you people, okay? They will hand over to you professionals, and it is an approach that you have to give so that you can successfully meet their goals or objective. Now, very important thing is, the moment the client comes and approach you people for any of the SEO, PPC or digital marketing project, then the first thing what you have to ask the client is so you cannot directly jump onto implementation. You cannot directly jump into a process implementation that I know all this thing, this has been taught to me, so I will start doing it. No, you cannot just get into that one. Very important for you is understanding many more details from the client, and once you have all those details, then you can start with your implementation strategy. So what all details would you ask your client the moment they approach you? Yeah, what is the goals and objective? Okay, so it's very important for you as a professional to first understand the goals and objective of your client website. Okay, what they're expecting from the website. So goals and objectives. Second, what are the different questions? You will try to find the answer from your client, and only after that you will step up to the implementation process. Yes.
Budget.
Okay, budget. Very nice. Okay, so PPC guy always talking about budget. Okay, very nice. Because SEO guy will never ask you about budget. Yes. Yeah. Please share. Whatever you have in your mind, please share. Yeah.
Time frame, like in what time, what result does he?
Very good. So timeline for delivering results. Okay. Great. Then next, yes. So you, without getting many of your important questions clarification, you cannot jump into starting of your work. Okay, start of your work. So
how is his website made? Like on what platform?
Okay. So anyway, that all analysis you as an expert professional also has to do it. But it's still good to ask what about the questions, whether it is silly, whether it is important, whether it is very viable from the point of your understanding. Please do ask. Don't hesitate. Fine. So goals and objective. Okay. For example, what is the goals and objective of title? Okay, any particular budget you have kept in your mind. For SEO it's not required, but for PPC it's required. Then by what timeline, what are you expecting? Then what else?
Yes. Most importantly, we should understand the product and services.
That is your part of analysis that you have to do it. But yes, you can still ask, tell me if any details that I should be aware of. Okay, because anyway I will do a part of my research. But is there anything that you would like to share with me as a part of your product understanding, product or service understanding? You can do
competitors?
That. Yes, very nice. Competitors, okay? Who are your top 3-5 competitors? Good to know as an answer from your client. You will do your research, you will use different site techniques to find the answer, but it's better to have the answer from the client's mouth itself. Yeah. Okay. Next.
His business is service based or product based?
Okay. Okay. Anyway, by looking at the site, I can tell whether it's a product based or service based. Then,
does he want to get online or he just want to keep the sales offline?
Great. Very good. This is another point. So today some new additional points is being added up. One. So to our discussion in the just before some time, to the benefit of digital marketing to offline marketing, Mr. Mayank added 1 point, retargeting as a patent. Then to the point of website auditing, again he added 1 more patent over there, SSL. Okay, second. And now to this point also he added what point is that? Okay, yeah, whether you want to focus only on online or you have a plan to extend from the offline point of view. Very nice. Good. Next.
Audience.
Okay, yes. Who is your target audience?
Customers.
Target location. Would you like to target the audience who are from India, abroad? So you should be very clear about the target location. Very nice. Then next.
Translation, language, like website translation.
Okay, language. Anyway, I'm putting it. How important is that? That's a
Like
different
if
scenario.
he's trying to cover all over the world, then the website should be in the local language,
Okay.
wherever the customer is opening.
Yes. Anything else? USP. Don't you think you should be knowing what is the strength of the company or their business? You will do your research, but all of these details you need to ask and get the answer from your client. What is the USP? What is the USP of Flipkart? How did Flipkart got popular?
Indian.
Sorry?
Indian.
What Indian?
It's Indian.
No. How did Flipkart got popular?
User friendly. User friendly.
How did Flipkart got popular?
More products, advertising,
What did
multiple
they
products.
what did they bring up to the market through which they became popular?
Free home delivery.
Cash on delivery.
Sorry.
Online,
What on?
online sales,
Yes.
advertising,
What on?
offer.
What is that one thing they introduced through which they created a different hype in the market for themselves?
Online transaction.
What online transaction? It was not that today the Flipkart got for you. Yes, what?
Personalization.
No.
That
No.
Great
Yes.
Indian Big Sale. No?
Sorry?
No, no.
Great Indian, that big sale offers there.
Then? Yes. Yes. What was that? COD.
Cash on
Cash on delivery.
Yes. Cash on delivery was introduced by
Okay.
Flipkart. Where people were hesitating to swipe the credit card, Flipkart said, okay, you can pay on delivery. And now there is a different challenge that, okay, today when they deliver, after that people have to immediately open in front of them and try to check whether it is a brick or whether it's a real product. That's a different thing. Yeah, it was not, who it may be. Okay, the question is, this is how e-commerce industry also sometimes gets manipulated or due to the service what they offer to the people around which they work. But the point over here is, yes, COD. So these are the points what actually they exemplify in their marketing needs and they try to attract the customer.
But what is the use for here?
So you are going to use the ad copy, SEO,
USPs.
text, description, PPC, ad copies, correct? So if you don't know the USP, then how can you make your ad compared to others? So anyway, as a part of expert, you have to do your research. But there are certain things always a client will be knowing much better than you. So USP stands for unique selling proposition. So yes, USPs. Then you should also ask your client, is there anything that specifically I should more focus on? Because they might give you the site and they say do this, but hopefully they might expect I want more focus on only this many products. Same way, you have got so many products, but might be for the upcoming Father's Day or something else, you would like to do a marketing campaign more stringently for around these products only. Nowadays, a lot of cashier is giving a lot of offers. Yesterday I was doing a shopping, so 10% off, 15% off, 20% off on watches. Big sale happening around the watches and all. So there is a season going on. Okay, people are trying to buy, or they feel that the products what they have brought up with. Okay, for people to buy it, let's start giving more discounts. Whatever. Okay, to beat the competition. Because competition again has increased a lot. So the point is USP, and then okay, any priorities that you want to focus on and you want me to be aware of.
Call to action.
Call to actions. Very nice. Yes, one more. Call to action will come. Okay, what are the call to actions?
We'll have to understand that he just wants the users to visit, or he wants to come to his address, or to call him, or to make sales.
Yes, that all things they have to tell us very clearly. That is where the goals and objectives also will be a part of it. Okay, and then 11, you can also ask if you want to share any of your business keyword that you consider very important. Okay, business keywords. Okay. Okay, and any other details openly being discussed by the client with you. Okay, and after this, you can also ask any other question from your end to be clarified so that it will help you in your website analysis process. So once this all details has been cleared, then Now it is your job to get into the process of implementation. Now it's your job to get into the process of implementation, where you will now start with website auditing and website analysis. So website auditing, we understood all those 20 important points as a part of website auditing just now. So now we'll jump into website analysis. Now, Shiny, you had a doubt like what is the difference between auditing and analysis? Now we understood what we got to do with auditing. In analysis, it's purely about 3-4 points. In analysis, it's purely about 3-4 points. Okay. So as a part of website analysis, the first point is understanding products and services. Today morning, in the morning session, I was just sharing little like certain ideas around the way the things goes on. Nowadays, most of the company, for some reason, okay, whatever companies I could come across, most of the company are nowadays preferring to have an in-house team than outsourcing it to an agency or freelancer. Can you tell me what could be the reason for that? What is the reason for that? You are sitting, correct? In the morning batch. Yes. What is the reason for that?
Because it can be done regularly, then
No.
do not
What
have to
is-
depend on others.
No. How extensively I would be having a knowledge about my products and services?
Very much.
Very much. Why? Because I am 100% involved with the products and services. Same way, you are working with the company, correct? How well do you understand the products and services of your company? Very nice. Very well. But do you think like tomorrow, as a part of a freelancer, can you literally show your dedication towards 100 different clients' products in the same intensity? Very low. And if you cannot do that, then where is the challenge? If you don't understand the products and services, then the way you actually look towards your website analysis, to the way you look towards keyword research, writing ad copy becomes very challenging. Becomes very challenging. So when we are sitting on a given podium and purely understanding only about that, our knowledge understanding, our scope of understanding becomes very high. And if that is very high, then the way we will try to do the marketing will be very different than just trying to understand and use your own expertise of SEO or PPC. Because you know the subject knowledge of SEO or PPC, but if you don't know the product very well or the service very well, then somewhere it will fail. That's the major gap what is happening. So end of the day, how many clients you work for, how many products and services you try to understand. I would always request you people that try to have a proper understanding of the client's products and services, because then only you can do your marketing well. So when you're doing website analysis, understanding products and services well. Okay. Second, you do website analysis to understand your products and services well. You do website analysis again to know the USPs, or we can say strength, weakness, opportunity, threat of your client's website. Because those are things you are going to use it in your marketing techniques. Yes, if I get your company side as a part of branding, objective, then once I know what is your strength, the very important thing is I'm going to use it in my PPC implementation, I'm going to use it in my social media SEO. So if I don't know what is my strength, then how can I project it very well and try to attract the audience? So that's the main thing. Now same way, Flipkart, their USPs are what? Cash on delivery, 30 days money back refund, then they might say 10% off on any products you purchase, then what else?
Easy
Sign up
returns.
for
Easy returns.
sign up for.
Yes, so these are the points. If you know it very well, for sure you're going to use it effectively in your marketing strategy to drive customer, where they will only come to you than going to any other competitors. Correct or not? Yes? Yeah. So understanding products and services, knowing the USPs, and then knowing the call to action. Now very important thing is, yes, by doing website analysis, I'm going to learn, or I'm going to be proficient in all of these points. But where does it get implemented by me as an expert? So by understanding the products and services, it helps you to decide on keywords. decide on keywords. It helps you, it supports you to conclude with your keywords efficiently or strongly. Okay. Same way, by knowing the USPs, you can write compelling ad copies, ads, to keep yourself unique and competitive than to your competitors. And then knowing the call to actions, again this is again used in the ad copies. And the same thing that you do for your competitors, for your own website, as a part of your marketing objective, you also have to do competitive analysis. The same all points you have to do it for your top 3 or top 5 competitors, because at the end of the day you are not going alone to the competition. You are there with your competitors, and your objective is to be one step higher, one step ahead of your competitors. Okay, so it's the same process what you apply on your side to make sure that you have a better understanding of marketing implementation. You have to follow the same practice on your competitor side and understand things much better way to make your overall marketing strategy very strong. Is that clear? So as a part of your approach towards getting into this digital marketing implementation, you have to first understand the client's objective. Then after knowing this, you have to jump into website auditing, website analysis. Yes, you have a question. Yes. Okay. All right.